All right, we live.
Focus Up Show every Saturday, 9 a.m.
Tap in or tap out. Top of the morning, you guys. How y'all doing out there?
Top of the
Right.
morning, top of the
Yeah.
morning to you kings and queens.
Want to welcome y'all to the Focus Up Show. Today is August 27th, 2022. Mr. El Pooh, how was your week, mister?
You know how I do, man. Same old thing, just working hard, trying to survive, still living. I'm still here.
That's what it is, Mr. Walk Walk. What's good with it, man? How was your week, my brother?
Spectacular.
That's right.
That's it.
Miss First Lady. I heard you was in Hawaii. How was your
Yes.
week?
Bittersweet moment dropping one of the kiddos off to college.
That's right. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Congrats.
you. Thank you.
Bitter,
Mr. Tony
sweet,
T.
bitter. What? That sound like
Yeah.
sweet, 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 sweet.
Well,
Uh,
No
bittersweet
bitter,
because
all sweet.
parting, but
that's right. That's right.
just leaving, departing from your child. But
That's right. That's right.
definitely a sweet moment, proud moment.
My
Black kid
friends,
from LA to Hawaii. It gets no better for moms.
poor
That's right.
guy. My friends be making me feel like I'm a bad parent because I'll be like, look, bye. I remember my son went off to the army. I think I was asleep when he left. The car left, and I was like, oh, he left. Oh, he go back to sleep.
Uh,
Nah, but
Mr. Tony
hey,
D.
those are great kids, though. Great kids. The
Mr. Tony
twins.
Thank
D. Glad
All
to
is
have you back,
well.
man.
All is well. All is well. All is well. Everything's wonderful.
That's right. That's right. Glad to have you back for another week, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. We're above ground. We're above
That's
ground.
right.
Everything's wonderful.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, we're gonna step into these topics, man. Oh, matter of fact, we're gonna pay tribute to Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant and Gigi. Lawsuit that
Vanessa Bryant.
Vanessa Bryant put down. She was awarded, what was that, 16 mil. Um, you know, anything is better than nothing.
She
I
won
think
that
they really think
lawsuit.
it's about the money.
She
They
won
don't
that
think it's about the
lawsuit.
money.
Wait, hold
Go
up.
ahead.
She won that lawsuit against the sheriff's departments up in Calabasas, Thousand Oaks, where they took pictures of her mangled up husband and daughter and a bunch of other human beings and was at the bar sharing like, hey, look at this. It ain't funny. But now a lot of people was thinking like it's about the money. It's not about the money. She set a precedence. Like, yo, you
Yeah.
can't do this. And she probably lost money even fighting this case for the last 2 years.
Right.
She probably lost money, but it wasn't about that. That's why I salute to Vanessa Bryant. Mm.
Yes.
For real talk. And at the same time, she actually set a precedence for us as well. Let them take pictures of us and shoot it out there. We coming after the county as well. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, you know, uh, hopefully she can rest after this, man, and find some type of peace. You know what I mean? Even though I know that those pictures might surface up later on, but that's just something she gonna have to deal with and move forward on.
Right. The
Same
whole
time
family.
we gonna, yeah,
And
same
Kobe
time,
Bryant had a father, a mother, sisters. Man,
yeah,
it's a whole family touched by this whole incident. Just to hear about it, because we all on this platform, we have lost somebody, and just imagine somebody is degrading their memory with like, look at this, look at him, look at her.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
cool.
Very
Disgusting.
unfortunate.
No
Salute,
respect. No
salute to
respect for the loss. No
yeah,
respect.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate situation, man. Like I said, first of its time for it to be taken to court, I guess. But she's proven the point, and hopefully everybody else out there in the law enforcement field take note, because it's been going on. They ain't the first ones that's done it. LAP done it. LAPD has done it. You know what I mean? So, hopefully they take note, stop it, let people rest in peace.
I'm gonna keep it gangster. I'm gonna keep it gangster. We as a society do it. Because what's the first thing we do when we see some horrific BS just driving or something? We pull out the camera. Look at that turmoil. So, I mean, these police officers and the fire department, they're human. But they're supposed to be held to a different standard in society. That's why it's so egregious. So, I mean, but we all do it. The looky-loos, when you see an action and you heading to work and you see stuff on the side of the freeway, a horrific accident, car on fire, and you got your camera while you're rolling. Not saying I did it. I'm not guilty. I'm talking about y'all four. did Lady J laugh at something I said?
All right, y'all, but we finna step into our topics for the weekend.
She was just in Hawaii. That's why. Go ahead.
We got some nice topics to go on.
Just rest in peace to Kobe one more time before we go.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace. Okay.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace.
And Gigi and the rest of them too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Our condolences from the Focus Up show, most definitely. But we gonna move on with the show. Offensive racial language. Excuse me. It was a topic that me and Mr. Walk had started discussing. We felt it was kind of interesting, the dialogue on this discussion and this topic. You want to add something in with this right quick?
No, I said, and Lady J was in the conversation we had where we brought this topic about.
Yeah, that's right. So we were just trying to figure out, what would you as a person prefer to be called as a black man?
Or just as a person, whether
As
you
a person,
black,
actually.
white, Mexican,
What would you prefer to be called? Me,
Iranian.
myself, growing up, I heard that I was supposed to be called African American, right? But as I got older, I kind of started taking that offensive, because it just started being used in a racial term to me. From like growing up, I preferred to be called a black man, because I figured being American, you're supposed to be entitled to all the liberties that America supposed to offer, right?
Correct.
I felt that I wasn't given that type of opportunity growing up. So, me as a black man, I felt more comfortable being identified as a black man.
Yep, I say the same. I mean, I would like to be called a black man. You can call me African American if you want to, but a black man is just that's appropriate for me. Don't have to go no further than that. I don't find no offense in that. I do find offense in the N-word, if it ain't coming from one of my N-words.
Where that hole at? Where that hole at, my nigga? No. Go ahead, go.
That's just what it is, I mean, but behind my back, I know you're gonna call me all kinds of things anyway, so I really don't care. So, just call me a black man to my face. Or just call me a man for real. I'm a man, straight up.
In my perspective, it should be black man, because at the end of the day, we all Americans. So why do we have to have a title, African American person, where we all are Americans? We don't say white American. White folk. American is already entitled to American. Black American. We're already entitled to be an American. They have different words to depict us, because they're trying to give us a chain around our neck in a different, if you will. because now we no longer want to be called the N-word. So now they can turn around and give us another word. And then when we say we don't want that, then they turn around and give us another word. Just call us by our names, or just call us black man. That's who we are.
Well, I like this comment that just came up. Black. That connects to all my people everywhere through all time.
Right.
I agree.
And I'll tell you, most of the people out here don't look at us as an American first. No, they look at us as a black person first, and then everything else comes later. You know, we get criticized, we get profiled, you know, just by them looking at our skin color. And people would ask me, if you died today and was reborn, would you want to come back as a black man? I'm sorry to say, I wouldn't.
I would love it.
I wouldn't, homie. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't. Looking at how things have gone throughout the time of me being here on the planet, it's just not a fair opportunity.
Get that glove out, Walk. Get that glove out.
It's just not a fair opportunity, man. It's not. It's not. It's a struggle.
Hey, mute his voice real quick. Now, wait, hold on. First of all, I prefer, if you're gonna call me anything, call me African, because we African, in my opinion. Although we were not born in Africa, we're Africans. Now, if you ask a Mexican, what are you? Even though they was born here, don't speak Spanish, nothing, they gonna say I'm Mexican. I'm from this country. I'm from Spain. They identify with a continent. We don't identify with no continent. We just like all over the place. We this, we that. Now, that's me. Now, as far as you, Mr. JC, what are you talking about?
Not saying I don't want to be. Not saying I don't like to be black.
Nope, you already said it.
No, not saying I don't want to be. Not saying that I don't like to be black. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying
stop digging.
I'm just saying opportunities, homie, that presents itself for a black man. It's just unfair. That's what I'm saying.
It is. But see, this is where I look at it. This is their country. This is not our country. This is not our country. So we're not going to be appropriated the proper dividends of the pie. We just not. We don't. We don't.
Mr. Floyd X left a message. He might have to come in here and actually go ahead and elaborate on what he said right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me speak my piece on this real quick. I know that the Moors and the Hebrew Israelites call it offensive. I remember the first time I approached a Moor and he told me don't call him black. I was like, nigga, what the hell wrong with you? I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. Like, what's wrong with you? What you mean you ain't black? What are you then? He was talking about he was a Moor. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And you know, as I've learned throughout the years, it's a whole different perspective. I wish we would have had a Moor or somebody on the show to speak. You know, our cousin Tony, he's a Hebrew Israelite. Should have brought him on the show today. So he loved talking about how he ain't black. But me personally, I love to be called black. That's my favorite title, black. Floyd X Blackity Black. My favorite title is to be called black.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. But
the Bread Trucking, I think he's agreeing with you. So proud to be black.
Oh, hell yeah. They know what's up. The Bread Trucking up.
Send a shout out to JC. Somebody knocked him out.
That's real.
Oh, shit. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man.
Lady J.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Somebody knocked JC out. Uh-oh.
Okay. I would like to be called Black Queen.
That's right.
Black Queen.
Black Queen.
Good enough for
All
me.
right. That's right.
With a capital Q.
Okay.
And a capital P. It's obvious if you do your DNA testing where you most of us gonna have some type of African and us. So we
Some
don't.
type.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean it like that. You know exactly what I mean, scholar. You know what I mean. But it's gonna trace us back there. But I'm okay with black. I don't want to be called nigger. Excuse me for using the word, but I don't want to be called that. I don't even want to be called by my people by that.
That's right.
Yeah. Race versus nationality versus cultural identity. Okay, who could explain that? What the brother Mr. Nice Guy is saying?
Didn't seem important. Now let me. I'm messing with you. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
But it sounds like that multicultural stuff that people is preaching and talking. I don't hear no one talking that stuff but black people. I only hear black people. You don't hear a Jew saying that. Well, listen, it doesn't matter who ya, Mashugana. You don't hear that. And that was a bad impersonation of a Jewish person, which was racist, and I apologize. But yeah, you don't hear that from nobody but us, like talking about like, oh, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not African, I'm not this, I'm not, oh no. But then you don't hear that from them. Period. Where have you heard that I am not Italian? I'm just a human. That's something that Tyler Perry is doing right now. He said with his son, he's not going to be identified as a race. He's just going to be a part of humanity. What the hell is that about? Well, guess what? When they see him driving this fancy car, because you know he's gonna have a fancy car, you know what they gonna look at him and say when they pull him. They ain't gonna be like you're a human.
They gonna say you're an uppity N-word.
Yeah, ain't nowhere around that unless he gonna jump in some milk. All right, John.
It's gonna be chocolate milk, but go ahead though.
We're gonna step into this next topic, man. Should teachers be armed?
No.
Oh,
I agree
Speak
with
on
you.
it. Speak on it. Speak on it. Elaborate. Tony D, you got something to say?
I hear you. I'm just trying to find the right words to say it because I'm here to tell you, ain't no way on God's green earth a teacher supposed to come to school having a weapon. Period. Point blank. Who to say that teacher won't snap? You know what I mean? Come on. No, and there's no way in the world. When you go to school, you go to school. At the same time, in our day and age, it appears that some people got liberty.
Finish so I can jump on you, Tony. Finish, please, so I can jump in there. Come on. Finish, go ahead, finish.
We're gonna debate this all
day. I want that fade so bad. Come on, man.
Yeah, get that fade. Come get it. But no, seriously.
You finished?
That's why. That's why they have security guards. Now I believe that the security guard is supposed to have some type of weapon to ward off certain things. But as far as teachers is concerned, nah, no way. The floor is yours, Cisco. Oh, Mr. Floyd.
All right. I had to mute myself. I didn't want y'all to hear me screaming. All right. So here we go.
We heard you.
Hell yes. You heard the scream? Oh shit. Okay. Teachers should be armed. I get tired of this. What if they snap? Shit. That's crazy. Teachers are human and they need to protect themselves. They should be accepted. If you pass a test, you qualified to come teach our children every day. You qualified to walk that school ground with a strap. And I'm gonna take it a step further. This is my opinion as far as school shootings go. I think every school have a tower, like a prison, one rifle at the top. And on the lookout, if somebody walking that ground with a gun, they snipe their ass. That's my opinion. All teachers should carry a gun, and janitors should carry a gun too. They also have guns. Wait, daring somebody to cross that line and come in here and try to harm the children. Daring them. Bring it. We got you. And everybody, if these little young 14, 18-year-old kids know that the teachers and the janitor got guns, you think they're going to walk in there just trying to shoot up stuff? Hell no. They're gonna be like, no, that's not a good idea. They looking for a soft target, and as long as the teachers don't got no guns, the schools is a soft target.
Yeah.
I'm
And,
done.
okay. Well,
Facts.
LeBread Trucking made a very good point. I was thinking the exact same thing. These kids out here are attacking teachers. What happens when the kids snatch the guns from the teachers? You can't give no
No,
65-year-old high school
no,
teacher
no,
no gun and let
And,
no.
no
They should keep it.
18-year-old,
They
17-year-old
should be able
teach
to keep
themselves.
that.
Hmm?
They should be able to keep that weapon in a lockbox somewhere close to where that teacher can get a hold of that weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on.
I
I did a
agree.
little bit of research,
Yeah.
right? 55% of educators are thinking about leaving the profession earlier than they plan, according to the National Education Association. So, it's a lot of teachers just not agreeing with teaching and not being able to protect themselves.
Right, right. And they should be able to protect themselves.
Wait,
They
hold
should
on.
be.
Watch this though. Watch this. Okay. Let's say you remember us in school, in high school, we was crafty individual. These kids is the same way. If we knew the teacher had a gun somewhere in that classroom, we would have got it.
We plotting.
We plot. Stop it. No, it should be at a person by person basis. I think
Yeah,
there's
there
some.
should be some training. It should be
Wait, hold
qualified
on. Listen.
personnel.
Look, I think it is some teachers that's coming to work with the burner. Like F
Yeah,
this. I got
I
mine.
agree.
I hope somebody run up in this classroom, but
Mhm.
they ain't gonna broadcast it because they don't want the damn students probably to steal the gun from them, because that's a possibility within itself. So I can't just say that it should be broad that all teachers packing, because not everybody equipped to be in school packing a tool.
But that's
That's
why the training that needs to be in place. It needs to be training, and those who are qualified and those who feel comfortable. You shouldn't just give it to every teacher that walked through the door. You say, "Hey, are you capable of handling a gun? Are you qualified?" Then
Yeah.
they have some kind of program, instruction. It could be plotted out well to where they can have their guns and be on that. And if I'm walking around there and got a gun, I'm not gonna be, oh, I'm just gonna shoot up children. I'm gonna be like, you come across that fence with a gun. I got something for your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they need. That's the confidence that the teachers need. You can look at who could be the best defense against those people coming in with the guns. That's that's what we need to be at. They need guns in the towers. And don't forget my point.
But that's prison mentality right there. The gun tower, like, come
See,
on.
I think what it is, you have to
Where's my
change
horn at? God damn it!
you have to change some of the rules that the school system has, because the moment a staff or teachers a staff touches a kid, they lose their job. You know what I mean? So that's one. Number two is that not all schools have security. They may only have one security at the front gate, and that's it. So they need to implement more things before even thinking about adding a weapon to a teacher. That should
They
be
need to be more proactive
right.
when it comes to something going on in the schools. Metal
No need
detectors
to
at the front
react.
doors of
Be
every school.
proactive about it.
Because I mean, taking weapons to school is not nothing new. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to students, and like
Right.
Walk said, if he was a teacher, he'll be taking his to school. Who's to say how many teachers are not taking their burners to school on a daily basis?
I
I
didn't
mean, I
say
can't
if
say I
I didn't
wouldn't.
say if I was a teacher, I would be bringing a gun to school. I said I think teachers are already doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
And I mean, think about if your life is on the line and you're teaching school and you're in one of these areas where it's high violence, you license to carry your weapon, whether you're a teacher or not. Why wouldn't you keep your weapon close?
Yeah, I don't I'm far from against I'm against that all day long.
I mean,
You
not
know what I mean?
saying it has to be where students can see a weapon. It can be concealed, but it needs to be something done to where they can't just continue to walk on through campus and kill our kids.
yeah.
Right. I hear what you're saying. It's more like a incentive. It's like people who have an American flag posted outside of their house. They People automatically think I shouldn't break in there because that person might be one of those dudes who have a gun, who have the protected by this company. That's an incentive not to do this to this person. Or states like Texas, where they had an open carry, you less likely to do some dumb S because you know, hey, somebody might pull up behind you and just let you have it. So it's more like an incentive. It would be to even know that teachers are armed. It would be a detractor for somebody doing something.
Put some stickers outside the school and let people know before you enter the school our teachers are armed. Whether the teachers are armed or not, that's at least, like you said, an incentive for them to say, oh, okay, this might not be the school we want to go to. I mean, all the way from daycares to high school, something needs to be done because it's just like open season on the kids, and it's just not a fair situation, you know.
Is it better to have more armed security?
I would go more that route.
That is that route that I agree with. Teachers, no.
Yeah. So I'm with the. I think if you want to come to school with your own personal, go ahead, but that's illegal. So if you get caught, you get caught. But there should be more armed security in every school, even in churches. We seen what happened a month ago, last month, Reverend. Everywhere it should be security. If you're running an establishment where people come in and you probably a possible soft target for a nutcase, you should have some security in there. Grocery stores, all that. More security with weapons.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Something needs to be done sooner than later, you know, because I'm knock on wood, it's going to happen again. It's just about a time when, you know, and
where you at, Miss Lady J? Did you give your spill on this? I'm having terrible allergies right now.
Going.
Go ahead.
I don't think teachers should be armed. I don't think they should be armed for a few reasons. Like a few guys have mentioned, teachers tend to get into it with students alone. Like, you know, said what happens when the teacher snaps. You know, there are a lot of officers that are trained. I heard Mr. X mention something about training the students. What about these police that are trained, but they're shooting people just because they feel like they can? So what makes you think the teachers won't do the same thing? If you see things on social media, you see some of these teachers are going toe to toe with students. They're knuckling up, fighting these teachers. So what if one of these teachers decide they just want to shoot a kid? A parent going to be pissed off behind that. So I would say no. Like you guys mentioned, just put more armed security in the schools. You know, that would be a start to see what happens. But like you said, back in the day, you guys probably would have tried to steal the guns from the teachers. Our kids will still do the same too as well. But I don't think it would be so much as protecting the teachers being armed, because they are human too. They will snap. And if kids are attacking them, what they're going to do is start shooting the kids. They're not going to use it. The purpose for them having the gun would be for them to protect those that's coming in trying to shoot at the kids. But I can see where a teacher would end up shooting just a regular student. So for me, I would say no, just add more security, armed security.
Yeah,
well put.
I agree. That would be the better solution than to have all the teachers armed. That could be leading to a worse situation, to be honest. We're gonna move on to our next topic.
We'll actually do the shout outs though, right?
Oh yeah. Y'all always got to catch me on those for some reason. Yeah, we're gonna do shout outs right quick. Kilo 2, Nola J. You can find their music on all platforms. Muhammad Meats.
Pause.
Appreciate you tapping into the show. La Brea Trucking. See you out there. Good looking out. Homies Way Car Club. Appreciate y'all tapping into the show as well. Disney Magical Adventures. Wukusu. Black August Studios. And Tunnel Vision. Thank you guys for continuing to support the Focus Up show. Appreciate y'all continue to like, share. And everybody else out there that hasn't subscribe to the channel. Mr. Walk, you got anything you want to add this weekend?
Oops.
Hey, I want to just say, everybody, just tune into the show. We stream live on Facebook and YouTube. Continue to support the show. Watch the show. If you know us, you know us. Support the show, baby.
All right. Appreciate y'all who do support the show. And for those that don't support the show, we're going to appreciate y'all anyway. You know what? Because one day y'all might just wind up supporting us anyway. So, y'all ain't
He's
tuning in
speaking for
right now.
himself. Mr. JC is speaking for himself.
No, yeah,
For me.
somebody mute him. We gonna mute him right quick. We need all the viewers we can get though. So appreciate y'all tuning into the Focus show. And we're gonna move on to our next topic. Are tattoos a turn off?
I'll start it. And I'm not gonna say it depends. When everybody answer, we ain't gonna say it depends. I hate that word. I'm starting. I'm gonna say, speaking for me personally, yeah, it's a turn off. Yeah, it's a turn off. Especially if you ugly, girl. If you ugly and you got a bunch of tattoos, you make yourself more uglier. That's probably not even a good sentence I just said. But a lot of people overdo it with the tattoos.
Yeah.
And it's a definite turn off. I be seeing cute chicks, you know me, I'm out here in these streets every day. Thugging. Not really, but anyway. But you see a pretty chick or a cute chick, and then she has some like, she turn around and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
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 That's my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Killer Dave. Yeah, here he go. It's a straight turn off. I don't like it. Don't degrade your body, young lady. Keep it cute, especially if you light skin. Light skin chicks really overdo it with the different colors and stuff. It's a definite turn off. Yeah. I don't like it.
I'm going to piggyback off a walk. Yeah, that's a big old turn off. Especially just the other day, I saw this lady with tattoos all on her face. The first thing I said to myself, this bro don't have a job.
Whoa. Where's the horn?
Yeah.
Bad.
I'm like, what this come to? You gotta mark up your face, and that's right there. Let me know you don't have a job, so you don't have an income. So that's right. You're relying on your beauty and your body to lay down and make some dollars or something. That I don't want to go deep into it, but yeah, that's a downright turn off.
Hey, this my boy Tony D. Hey, this is a personal joke with us. I'm done with you, Spade. I'm done. I'm leaving the show. I quit. That's my guy, though. Salute to Tony D, baby.
Yeah, definitely a turn off. I would say, especially after the years pass and the tattoos start fading, they just look like an old walking billboard. You know what I mean? Straight old walking billboard advertising and ran out 10 years ago. You know what I mean? And it's all wrinkled up, not looking good like it did because you ain't keeping yourself up, So after a while, it's a bad investment long term unless you're going to use it to promote somebody's business and they're going to pay you.
Right. Go ahead. Where you at, El Fool? You look like you got...
No, wait for Lady J. Lady J, go ahead and say something.
Okay. Tattoos are definitely a turn off. I won't use the word depend, but I will say situational. I feel like those that have tats on their face definitely have mental issues, and they're definitely not trying to be employed at all. Anyone that tat their face have mental issues, tat their heads. I see men bald heads, their whole heads are tatted up. You have to have a mental issue to go through that. First of all, tats are painful for the most. Some people just, it's like a turn on for them to get the tattoo. For one, they enjoy the feeling. But to see men, women, it doesn't matter what gender you are. It's situational where you have your tattoos. And yes, turn off.
We had a few comments at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, somebody was Mr. Nice Guy. Well, James James Williams said, "Real
Oh,
talk,
Bubba.
Spade." Yeah, we're gonna get to that too. He
I
was
think
saying,
the same thing when I see women with tattoos on their face.
looking like
See,
a bitch in school.
Mr. Nice Guy says, yeah, looking like
And he also said, the human body is beautiful as is, and I agree with that right there. That's what it is. I don't have tattoos because I feel about tattoos the same way I feel about my wall. I don't want nobody marking up my wall, and I don't want nobody marking up my body. That's how I feel. That's just me. And number two, like JC said, when some of these people get older, they look like the back of a Mad magazine where you got it up to make the picture. It just don't look right. So it's just a bad look. I mean, you got to think about it. Some of these tattoos that these people get be elaborate and they be young. But just think, that's permanent. If you live to see 60, 70, I hate to see that tattoo.
Hey, I remember chicks used to get those cute little kitten prints, the kitten prints. Come on, girl, you 50. Those look like cougar paws. those mountain lion paws right there now. That ain't the cute little prints. But here's the thing. We going kind of hard. We going hard on the tattoo people because from what I've heard, it is like its own culture.
It's art.
It's a culture.
It's art.
It's an art, but it's like if I got a sleeve full of all this stuff, some people will sit in all like, oh, what is that? Not like they're necessarily even reading or seeing what is on there. It just looks good to some people. Here's the situation. There's a young lady I know. It was a young lady I used to date. Her daughter, I haven't seen her in a while. Her daughter, when we was dating, her daughter was like, what, 12 or something, but now she's like 22. Damn, I'm old. Anyway, but her daughter, she had a whole sleeve. Like, she's cute and she's light skinned. I was like, to me, it was ugly as I didn't like it. It was ugly as hell. But she had her whole arm with all kind of elaborate stuff, and needless to say, she was unemployed.
Unemployed, huh?
Let's listen to these comments real quick.
Unemployed.
But on the flip side, this is La Brea Trucking talking.
Him again. Damn. Ain't you got some loads to lift or something? No, just go. That's my boy. That's my guy. Salute, La Brea.
Tats and piercings are starting to be accepted in the workplace and often called body art again. And then somebody else says big money in tattoos, of course.
Yeah, but
Michael Tracy said in the chef world, more tats the better. Not for me. I'm just saying that.
Hey, just block Michael Tracy. I think he drunk or something. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
About the workplace too.
Tattoos can be sentimental to some people. It can stand for a lot, but at the same time, a lot of that stuff is kind of overbearing. I would say, overbearing when it comes to you getting your neck done all the way up to here. I mean, some professions, in the kitchen, tattoos is accepted. Like Michael Tracy said, tattoos is accepted in the kitchen and all of that. But outside of that,
on the prison yard, I guess it's accepted. Now I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Hey, I done seen the flyest, best, the greatest tattoos when I was on vacation on that yard. I'm telling you see a dude come in here and leave like it looked more professional than stuff you see here in these shops and on the street. I'm telling you, I done seen cats with some crazy, elaborate, nice stuff. It's a lot, man. Shout out to the prison yard. If y'all somehow watching us, man,
level 4
show,
level 3 and 4,
3, 4, 2. Hey, but we gonna do a show about the yard because it done changed from when I be heard. Oh man, it's not. Hey, the PC yards is now the majority. Ooh. That's new. Ooh. That's new, Jason. I mean, people, y'all go ahead. Let me stop.
Whole nother topic.
Yeah. But we done with this last topic. We ready to move on?
Well, let me
Yeah.
get that last
All
little
right.
comment in.
One more topic. What she say to the vet say? I have only one because it
Davita.
hurts, but it hurts her butt. Oh, I ain't got my glasses on. She said it hurts her butt. I got you, the vet. Go ahead, read the real topic. I'm sorry.
I have only one because it hurts, but they look good on some people. Yeah. Okay.
Salute to Davetta. Am I saying that right? Miss Lady J?
Davita.
Davita. Okay, Davita. My bad.
All right.
All right, y'all. We finna step on to this next topic. Let me clear my throat. Who has it harder in society? Men or women? Oh, we
Started off there, Tony, since you done
Tony got something to
ran out
say.
the gate before the gun went off. Go
he
ahead.
jumped off the porch real quick.
Yeah. Hey, Tony D is like, I want that fame. Watch out, ran off the porch.
You silly right now, homie. You know what I mean? Nah, but if we're speaking of our culture in society, black men has to do 20 times harder just to get down to that one spot. Whereas a woman comes in, they prefer to give it to a woman now. I'm not talking about 7 years ago. I'm talking about right now. They'll give it to the woman before they give it to the black man. I've seen it happen. And that goes throughout the entire society at this moment. They're pushing to hire more women in these positions. Some of them may be qualified. A lot of them are very well qualified. But then you also have black men that's qualified, been doing the job for so long, but yet and still, when they say, well, we can't, you're not ready for it, but they give it to a woman. Society has been changing. At the same time, now the black man is still put down on a footstool now. They're gonna keep him down.
So black men have it harder.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
All day. Prime example: a black man can be driving down the street, they pull him over, but let a black woman be rolling, music and all that, whatever. They're gonna let her keep going.
Because women rule the world. Yeah, because women rule according to Davita.
Let me say this. I totally disagree with you, Tony D. I totally disagree. Here's the reason. Well, hold on. Let me go deep. I'm gonna go deep. Let me stop. I disagree because I feel as a man, I don't really give a F what men are going through, and that's how society feels. So whether we have it harder or not, I don't care. No one else cares, because you feel more sympathy for women, and women feel more sympathy for women, and kids feel more. Everyone feels for the woman and not the man. And I'm not gonna say black men, because this is just a topic on who has it harder in society, men or women. Now, you can see a homeless man on the street. You'll be like, man, you better go get a job or something. You see a homeless woman, you'll be like, you know what? Let me throw her like a few dollars or something, man, because I know she got it hard to get to that point. I think that's why women have it harder, because in society, we just do not care what the man is going through. No one cares about the man's sob story. No one cares what the man is going through. And I don't either. And I'm a man myself. Because when I see somebody going through something, they got it hard, well, you better put up on your bootstraps and get busy, my man. I don't want to hear it and don't care. But when I see a sister going through some stuff, it kind of hurts my heart. I'm just going to be honest. So that's why I feel women have it harder. And if men got it harder, actually, who gives a F? I'm just being honest.
Lady J, what you got to say about that?
I feel like women have it harder for multiple reasons. A lot of what Walk said does make sense. But for women, There are a lot of expectations for women. We're always considered the backbone of the family.
The burden bearers, baby. Yes, they are. That's true. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I'm
good.
gonna mute myself.
We're always considered the backbone. It's harder for women, even when it comes to jobs. You know, we can work the same job as a man and get less pay. Um, you know, we have to bear children. Like, you know, men tend to walk out on their kids quicker than a woman will. And so women are left to raise these children by themselves, which makes it a lot harder. Men don't have to deal with that as much. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I can go on and complete the show about why I feel like women have it harder. Um, we have it harder. You know, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well, I
Well,
want to say, I think men have it harder, because in situations where, you know, when it comes to females calling the police on dudes, you know, dudes getting taken to jail over stupid stuff. When it comes to getting a job, um, you women are most likely to get that job first when it comes to certain situations. When it comes to, you know, a lot of other situations, I would just say when it comes to men being stereotyped, you know, like Mr. Tony D said, we can be driving down the street and y'all can be rolling alongside of us in a different car. And they're gonna say, oh, let me pull him over before I pull her over. For whatever reason, I know it's because of our skin color. And number two, I know it's because we are men. They figure women, y'all not gonna do too much. Y'all ain't gonna cause too many waves out here. So they gonna give y'all a pass and we gonna smash on this dude right here, you know. But dealing with certain challenges as a black man or as a man growing up, you know, I would say females have a lot more opportunities out there. Um, you guys have a lot more, I guess, resources when it comes to getting help. Um, you know, uh, that's just my point of view. You know, on that situation.
But
I'm at to disagree. Go ahead, Walt.
well, did you have something to say, Mr. El Poo?
no, I was going to go through the comments and just, you know, let some of these
Oh,
people
let
get
it
off,
know.
and let's go ahead and talk about that. First, women don't got to buy drinks or pay to get into the club. That used to be true.
You can tell he ain't been out in years. Yeah, bro.
This one's supposed to
What
say
movie you saw, Mr. TNA or whatever?
the white woman. Well, I guess it's supposed to say white women are pay less than black men. Check the stats on that in regards to the work environment. Then we got another one who will cry for the little boy.
See, y'all think I be joking when I be saying block that person. Go ahead. See, this is a waste of time. Go ahead. No, but go ahead.
White men are privileged. Women get more benefits, you know, from that. And then they said we are the creators, you know. I guess that's saying men.
That's 3 for 3. They tell me, I'm telling you, we need a screener. We need a screener.
Oh, okay,
from government.
Hold on.
No.
Wait, let's see.
Another comment came in, you know, knocked this one off. But women get more help from the government. That's what she was saying, from the government. That's the truth.
I must say that I agree that women do have more opportunities, and to be honest, it's a lot of opportunities that they have. They don't seize upon it. I've seen a lot of things where women had opportunities because they play it safe. Because the reason why is because they're the burden bearers of the children in society. Women are. It's a lot that women have to go through that we have no clue about. But I've seen it personally.
Same with men.
Well, we ain't talking about that.
But a man,
no one cares though.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares.
You don't care.
I don't.
You don't care.
Yeah, I'll be going through something. No one cares, and no one want to hear the sob story either. So it don't matter what we going through.
You don't want to hear the sob story.
Listen. You can tell. That's okay. I want to keep it with the race stuff. You can tell how a people's how a nation is doing by how their women are doing. Our women going through a lot. You could tell by just from the women. I've seen situations with women like a chick invited me to her place where she was renting out a living room, and I'm in the living room kicking it like, and she on a blow up mattress, like, and you got kids here, like, I wouldn't even invited nobody here. Like, what are you doing? But in her mind, it was normal. You know what I'm saying? She had it hard. I done been on somebody couching on the living room, but it was not I didn't get no sympathy from people. You know what I mean? So I feel women have it way harder than men. Period. I just do.
I did do a little research on this topic. Pew Research Center. It says far more Americans say men have it easier in our community, in our country these days, than say things are easier for women. 35% versus 9%. A majority, 56%, say there is no difference.
Okay. Well, let me give my opinion now. I think it's harder for a woman trying to survive out here as a woman, as an independent woman, and not trying to be, in a structure as a man and a woman, together. A man can survive by himself. A woman's going to have it harder trying to do it by herself. But if y'all come together and do it, then that's the way it's meant to be. So women make it hard. Well, not women, because it's probably not a choice all the time. But in those type of situations, a woman is going to have it harder than a man to survive, because just by nature, a man is he's a survivor. We can get out here. A woman, once she gets pregnant, she got to, care for that baby and nurture that baby and everything. It's only so much she can do. We can still move and maneuver and do what we got to do. Ain't nothing going to stop us. That's just my opinion on
it. And here's the thing. There's a few men up here who's been single fathers. We've been on both sides of that coin.
Speak on it.
We've seen both sides.
Speak on it.
We've seen both sides, and we just do it because that's what Mr. El Poo's talking about. Like, it is easier, maybe because we make it look easier because we used to doing it. I'm like, I know I went through a whole lot just being a single father, and there was no violin for me, basically. There was no violin. This is the world's smallest violin right here.
All right. But, on both sides, though, big props to the men out there that's standing up, being fathers for their children, and big props for the females out there, single moms out there that's holding it down. We just want to send our shout outs to y'all and appreciate y'all.
And the Bear Trucking, I agree with you, brother. Yes, sir. He
right,
wanted me
to
do that.
That's right. That's right. Well, we got some. Y'all done with this topic? We're gonna move on. We got some small talk. Quando Rondo situation. Y'all up on that situation? What went on with that?
No.
Quando Rondo, he's a rapper from Atlanta. He's from the 6-0s. He was out here. He was paying his fees, his dues, his protection. You got to slide out here. You need your protection. They let him have it. He was with his friend. They had a hired driver in I think it was a Suburban or Expedition, and right at the Beverly Center, across the street from the Beverly Center,
broad daylight,
at that Chevron on Beverly and La Cienega.
Yeah.
Sprayed up the whip. That's insane. Like, if you're from Los Angeles, I'm thinking, like, if you're a criminal, you're like, that's a lot. But they did it broad daylight and they was out of there. But they knew that's where he would be and that's where they'll catch him. But he was not paying his taxes or his fee to roam through the city, allegedly.
Or he didn't check in, right?
He didn't check in. Yeah. With a certain gang, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he was bragging all on social media, talking about he ain't got to tap in. You don't do that. You
didn't have to. You see what happens?
Yeah. But Yeah, yeah.
You don't
I
have to
mean,
do nothing.
a lot of these youngsters is creating a situation for themselves to where tapping in is a real thing now, and they think it's a game. You know, Los Angeles is a small city. They think it's a big city. LA is not that big, especially when you go into certain malls, when you go into certain swap meets, you go into certain events. Los Angeles could get real small real quick.
Let me say this real quick about the tapping in. Like Ice-T said this. He didn't call it back in the day, he didn't call it tapping in because he always just been plugged into certain cities because he was a cool cat. But when he would get to that city, of course he would tap in and plug in with him. Like, hey, I'm here, woo woo woo, he chilling. Now, whatever you call it, that's what it is and what you probably should do. Because these dudes is hanging with that element. It's different with Beyonce and Jay-Z
Mhm.
and different artists. You are like, yeah, I'm a gang member. I'm doing this. Yeah, but you out here and they got street politics. They got enemies as well. They have enemies from these certain sets as well. You got to plug in because if not, you just pretending and you just in the way. So the same gang is like, well, let's just get him out the way for real then.
And see, mainstream artists usually don't tap in. It's the artist that's on the underground scene. It's the artists that's doing gangster rap, you know what I mean, and representing certain neighborhoods, you know what I mean. And at the same time, they knowing how that game go. And when they want to go against the grain, like they put their life in jeopardy. He just lost one of his boys, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
yeah, I'm like, dang, they treat murder like it's a code, like his boy caught a code or something. You know what I mean? I don't get it these days. Life is just not valuable no more to us,
Yeah,
man.
it's not.
It's just not valuable no more to us, man. We glorifying his death like it's a thing to do. When you glorifying death, you calling on death every day. You rapping about death. You got death around you. It's it's just a black cloud, man. And a lot of these youngsters think it's 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 cool. They think it's cool to rap about death all the time.
They
And
normalized it. It's normal now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It really is, man. And it's just not a good mixture for our culture at all, man. I seen a text on social media. Somebody texting and saying, how much more can we take of the jury and the rapping about the females? How much more can we take when something's going to be done about, us being able to respect our culture when it comes to us rapping about us?
Yeah.
We rapping about us, but we rapping about, the wrong things when it comes to our culture. And it's all bad, dude.
And that's on us to change that, though. You know,
How?
Well, Dr. Umar is have a campaign going against rappers. He's calling it buffoonery, and it really what it is. It's like you listen to rap today. This is not 88, 90, 92, none of that. Everybody talking about the same thing. You barely understand what the hell they talking about as well. And I'm telling you, I listen to the lyrics that a person is saying, and you're like, he just said 2 verses about nothing.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, we
it's
getting
not
close
helpful.
to the
I
end of the
listen,
show,
I
you
listen,
guys.
I listen to Afro beats and African music.
That's right. That's right. Hakuna Matata.
All right, it's about time to wrap it
All
up,
right.
y'all.
Hey, we about to tap out, y'all. We finna call it a show, and appreciate y'all out there in TV land and social media land for tapping into the Focus Up show
That's
today.
right.
Our viewers out there, thank you for y'all comments. We much appreciate y'all comments. We really do. We appreciate y'all tapping into the show and focusing in on us today this morning. And for Mr. L. Pooh, Mr. Walt, Mr. Tony D, First Lady J, salute.
Thanks for joining the show, Tony D. I'm done with you. I ain't messing with you no more. For that.